Hey leaders. Okay, so I have to talk to you guys today about being leaders who develop leaders. Developing leaders is always one of these topics that feels a little unclear. What does that actually mean? So today I kind of want to set some expectations and share with you guys how you can be leaders who develop leaders. Okay, so number one, you yourself need to start here. You need to be adding value all the time. Leaders are people, simplified, leaders are people who are adding value to the whole team and also are having results, right? But a very important key in this is adding value to the whole team, not just running off and doing your own thing, not just focusing on yourself. Leaders add value intentionally. Okay. So what this looks like is you are posting in the team page. You are sharing when you're on the calls, you're speaking on the calls, you're in the chat on the calls, adding value, saying, oh, that was a light bulb moment, whatever. That means when you're posting in the team page to add value to everyone, you're not just saying, it doesn't have to be a big elaborate video or anything. You can post a quote in the team page that really spoke to you. You can post some wording that's really working in our comment group. You can share a screenshot of a customer who's having good results. As long as you're adding value, it doesn't have to be super intricate, but take the extra time to add value to others. That's number one. That's an expectation for leaders. That is when you look at all the leaders on our team, that's what they're doing, right? That's number one. Number two, you have to create leaders who are not just workers, right? So sometimes we create workers and people who will do the work, but what we really need to do is create leaders instead of just workers. So creating a worker comes number one, and then you have to teach your people how to create leaders, right? So that's what I'm doing right now. So what you have to do to create leaders is saying, hey girl, like I love what you did. I love that wording. Can you share that in our team chat? That is taking a person who is maybe a gold and you're teaching them how to add value, and that is going to turn them into a leader. And that is so exciting because it's simple. That is something so simple. You just have to be paying attention and noticing what they do and getting them to get into the habit of adding value, and then teaching them to do the same thing with their people so that it's duplicatable. Letting them know, hey, what I just did with you, how I pointed out something that you were really good at, and I pointed out some value that you were adding, and I asked you to add value to the whole team. You need to be mindful of that with your own people, and you need to be doing that with your people, and noticing what they're doing and being intentional to get them to add value again, right? And keeping the cycle going and making sure they know to do that with their people. And that's how they can create leaders. Wow. Just even that, it's so simple and something so easy that we can do to develop leaders. And that is really exciting. And so I want you guys to, even something you can do with them is saying, hey, have you watched any good videos lately? Can you put that in our comment group? Can you put that in the team page? Hey, what's exciting you about Plexus right now? Cool, that is super exciting. Can you share that in our comment group? Can you share that in the team page? And working their way up, they don't have to be ready to go live and make a whole video about it, but make a short post, add value some way. But we have to be intentional to get our people to add more value. Okay. And intentionally telling them this is how you develop leaders. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to be going out and talking to my team and asking them what excites them. And hey, or just thinking of something that's their strength. Girl, you're so good at encouraging. Can you get in there? I've noticed the chat is a little bit slow today. Can you go get in there and add some encouragement? Or girl, I know that you're really good at time management. Can you get in there and share a couple tips? These are things we need to keep an eye out, and calling out people's strengths so that we empower them to go out and add value, develop into a leader, and teach them how to develop their people in the same way. All right, guys, get out there and start developing leaders.